Chosen one, what you have accomplished is nothing short of extraordinary. The world never expected you to rise, and yet here you are, standing tall, unshaken, and victorious. The people who doubted you, who mocked your dreams, and who secretly wished for your downfall are now watching in disbelief. They thought you would break under pressure, but instead, you broke through every obstacle that was meant to stop you. This is no coincidence. If you are hearing this message right now, it means God has led you here to confirm what your spirit already knows. You have stepped into a new level of divine power. You have done what many believed was impossible, and now your enemies don't know how to handle it. They underestimated you, and now they are scrambling, trying to figure out how you managed to defy all odds. The truth is, you didn't rely on their approval or validation. You trusted God when no one else believed in you. While others chased quick success, you remained patient and faithful, allowing God to mold you into the person you were meant to be. Now, your transformation is undeniable. Those who once laughed at you are left speechless, wondering how you did it. But here's what they don't understand. When God chooses someone, no amount of opposition can stop his plan. No enemy, no betrayal, no setback can undo what God has already set in motion. And now, your enemies are running in fear, not because of who you are, but because of who is backing you. The same people who wished for your failure now have no choice but to witness your elevation. What you have been through was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. Every hardship, every moment of doubt, and every painful betrayal was all part of a greater plan. You were never meant to stay in the shadows. You were meant to rise, to succeed, and to shine so brightly that no darkness could dim your light. And now, the tables have turned. There was a time when they didn't take you seriously. They saw your struggles and assumed you were losing. They mistook your quiet seasons for failure, never realizing that you were simply being prepared for something greater. While they were busy gossiping and laughing at your setbacks, you were silently growing, becoming stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Now they see what they never saw before. They see the power you walk with. They see the favor that surrounds you. And most of all, they see that everything they tried to do to stop you has failed. They are no longer laughing. Instead, they are afraid. Afraid because they can no longer predict your next move. Afraid because they now realize that they can't control your destiny. When someone rises unexpectedly, it shakes those who never wanted to see them succeed. Your enemies are witnessing something they never thought possible. You surpassing them. They thought you would always be beneath them, struggling, looking up to them, seeking their approval. But now, you have surpassed their expectations, and they don't know how to handle it. The reason they are afraid is that they can no longer deny what's happening. They see the blessings unfolding in your life. They see the favor that follows you everywhere you go. They see that every attempt to block you has backfired. And deep down, they know that they were wrong about you. But their pride won't let them admit it. Haters fear what they cannot control. They thrive on manipulation, on keeping others small, on making people feel unworthy. But you, chosen one, have broken free from their grasp. You have proven that their opinions, their negativity, and their doubts have no power over you, and that realization terrifies them. There is something even more powerful happening right now. Your success is exposing them. The ones who secretly worked against you are now being revealed. The same people who pretended to be happy for you are struggling to hide their jealousy. They see that God is on your side, and that is something they can't compete with. They are running in fear because they know they can't stop what's coming next. They see that you have only just begun. They know that if you've made it this far, there is nothing that can hold you back now. Your best days are ahead, and that realization alone is enough to make them panic. What they never understood is that your strength didn't come from the world. It came from within. The power you carry is not based on money, status, or connections. It is something far greater, something divine. While others relied on shortcuts and deceit, you built yourself up with faith, resilience, and wisdom. You didn't need anyone to validate your journey. You walked through the fire alone, trusting that God would guide you every step of the way. While others avoided struggles, you faced them head-on, knowing that every hardship was shaping you into something greater. That is why you are different. That is why they fear you. The difference between you and them is simple. You were tested, and you came out stronger. Many people break under pressure. They give up when things get hard. But you endured. You kept going when others would have quit. And now, that endurance is paying off. Your strength was never in what you had. It was always in who you were. You had the heart to keep believing even when things seemed impossible. You had the courage to stand alone when no one supported you. And because of that, you have now unlocked a level of favor and success that they can't reach. This is why they are afraid. Because they know deep down that they could never have survived what you went through. They know that if they had faced the same battles, they would have crumbled. But you turned pain into power. You turned rejection into redirection. And now you are standing in a place they never expected to see you in. The strength of a chosen one is something the world cannot understand. It is built in the dark, in moments of loneliness, in seasons of struggle. It is built through prayer, through discipline, through unwavering faith. It is built when no one is watching, and it is revealed when the time is right. And now, the time has come. The world is seeing what God has always known. You are unstoppable. No matter how much they doubted you, no matter how many times they tried to bring you down, you kept rising. And now, they are left wondering, how did they do it? But the truth is, it was never about what you did. It was about who you are. A chosen one. Destined for greatness, called for a higher purpose, and that is something no enemy can take away from you. There is a reason why nothing could stop you. It wasn't luck, it wasn't coincidence, it was divine intervention. When God places His hand on someone's life, no force on earth can block their success. That is exactly what has happened to you. The reason your enemies are confused and afraid is that they see something in your life that they can't explain. They saw you struggle. They saw you go through seasons of lack, disappointment, and setbacks. They assumed that those hardships would break you. But what they didn't realize was that God was using those very struggles to prepare you for the blessings that are now unfolding in your life. While they were busy celebrating your downfall, God was setting you up for an unimaginable comeback. The truth is, they never had control over your destiny. No matter how much they tried to block you, manipulate situations against you, or speak negatively about you, their efforts were useless. Why? Because when God says yes, no one can say no. When God declares that it is your time to rise, no amount of jealousy, hate, or betrayal can stop it. Your enemies are confused because they did everything in their power to slow you down, yet you only became stronger. They tried to tear you down, but God used their attacks to build you up. Every obstacle they placed in your path became a stepping stone to a higher level. Every challenge you faced only made you wiser, more resilient, and more determined. Now, they are witnessing the result of divine favor. They can't understand how you keep winning, even after all the setbacks. They don't know how you keep finding opportunities, how doors keep opening for you, how you keep attracting abundance. But what they fail to see is that God Himself has ordained your success. This is why you don't have to worry about their opinions, their doubts, or their negativity. Their words hold no power over you Their plans hold no weight in the presence of God's promises. What He has for you will always come to pass, no matter who tries to stop it. Your haters are frustrated. They are watching you move at a speed they cannot match. No matter how hard they try to compete with you, they are always behind. The reason? They are trying to win through their own effort, while you are moving with divine guidance. They thought they could imitate your success, but they quickly realized something important. What you have is not something that can be copied. The anointing on your life, the favor that surrounds you, the wisdom that guides you, it all comes from a source they don't have access to. This is why they are left confused and frustrated. They assumed that success was just about effort, but they didn't understand that your success is supernatural. While they are struggling, working against the tide, you are flowing effortlessly in alignment with God's will. They can't keep up because they lack the spiritual endurance that you have. You built your strength in the darkness, in the silence, in the lonely seasons where no one was watching. They didn't see the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the battles you fought in private. And now that they see the results, they think it happened overnight. What they don't realize is that God was preparing you long before they even noticed you. The strength, the wisdom, the resilience you carry was developed over years of trials and refining. They were not willing to go through that process, and now they are paying the price. They envy the results, but they are unwilling to endure the sacrifice. That is why they will always be behind you. They can try to copy your moves, mimic your strategies, or even pretend to be on your level, but they will never truly understand the power that is fueling your journey. What is happening right now is separation. God is setting you apart, making it clear that you are on a different path. Your enemies are watching, trying to keep up, but they are realizing that this is a race they were never meant to win. There was a time when people thought you had disappeared. They assumed you were stuck, that you had given up, that you had no future. But what they didn't know was that you were growing in silence. While they were busy watching others, focused on distractions, you were working on yourself. This is one of the greatest secrets of success. True growth happens in private. While others are seeking attention, chasing approval, and constantly proving themselves, the real winners are quietly preparing behind the scenes. You understood this, and that's why you are now ahead. Your enemies thought you were gone, but really, you were becoming something greater. You were leveling up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even financially. And now, when you reappeared, you weren't the same person they once knew. They don't recognize you anymore, and that terrifies them. This is why silent growth is powerful. It catches people off guard. It allows you to develop without distractions. And when the time is right, you emerge stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. People underestimate what they can't see. That's why they overlooked you. They thought if you weren't loud about your success, it meant you had none. But now, they see the truth. They see that while they were wasting time watching others, you were working in the background, preparing for something bigger. This is why God keeps certain things hidden. He doesn't reveal your full potential too soon, because He knows that some people will try to destroy what they don't understand. But when the time is right, He allows you to shine in a way that no one can ignore. Now, you are standing in the power of everything you built in silence. And your enemies are shocked. They don't know how you got here. They don't understand how you leveled up so quickly. But what they fail to see is that this wasn't quick at all. It was years of unseen effort, dedication, and divine preparation. Let this be a reminder. Never underestimate what God is doing in your life, even when no one else sees it. The quiet seasons are where champions are made. The moments of isolation are where true strength is developed. And when the time comes, you will emerge with a power that cannot be ignored. This is your season. You have stepped into a level that many will never reach. And the best part? This is only the beginning. 1. Of the biggest reasons you are winning is because you never sought the approval of people. While others were busy trying to fit in, chasing recognition and begging for validation, you stayed focused on what truly mattered: God's favor. Many people live their lives trying to impress the world. They want to be accepted, acknowledged, and praised by others. But the truth is, human approval is temporary. One day, people will love you, and the next day, they will turn against you. If your success is built on their approval, it will crumble the moment they change their minds. But you are different. You never needed their applause because you knew that God's approval is the only one that matters. That's why your success is solid. That's why no one can take it away from you. You didn't build your life on their opinions. You built it on divine guidance. The reason your enemies can't understand your success is that they think like the world. They believe that success comes from connections, popularity, and influence. But you know that true success comes from alignment with God. And because you put Him first, He has given you a level of favor that no human being can take away. This is why you walk with confidence, while others are insecure, constantly seeking approval. You are at peace, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. The evidence of God's favor on your life is undeniable. And now, those who once ignored you, rejected you, or dismissed you have no choice but to acknowledge what God is doing in your life. They thought they had the power to define your worth, but they were wrong. God has already written your destiny, and nothing they say or do can change it. One of the most ironic things about success is that it is the best form of justice. The very people who wanted you to fail are now forced to watch you succeed. Every time they see you thriving, every time they hear about your blessings, it reminds them that their efforts to bring you down failed. This is why they are frustrated. They know they can't erase what God is doing in your life. They see you rising, and it eats them up inside because they expected you to stay down. They thought you would never recover from the setbacks, the betrayals, and the disappointments. But now, they realize that every attack only made you stronger. The tables have turned, and now they are the ones feeling powerless. They tried to control your narrative, but they have lost control. They tried to block your blessings, but now your blessings are overflowing. Every time they speak against you, it only adds fuel to your success. But here's the truth: you don't need revenge. Your success is enough. The fact that they are now forced to sit back and watch you win is all the proof you need that you were never the problem. They were. While they are stuck in negativity, trapped in their bitterness, you are soaring to new levels. And the best part, you're not even trying to prove anything to them. You are simply living your life, walking in your purpose, and obeying God's plan. And that alone is driving them crazy. Let them watch. Let them talk. Let them wonder how you did it. Their opinions are irrelevant. What matters is that God has already declared your victory. Now that you have stepped into your power, the only thing left to do is keep rising. You've already proven that no attack, no betrayal, and no enemy can stop you. But if you want to continue growing, you must stay focused and never allow negativity to distract you. Don't engage with negativity. The more you focus on haters, the more energy you waste on them. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them hate. It doesn't change your destiny. Keep your mind on your purpose and stay unbothered. Protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Some people only want to drain you, distract you, or pull you back into old patterns. Be selective with who you allow in your space. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Keep walking in obedience. Your blessings come from alignment with God's plan. As long as you stay true to your purpose, nothing can stop your success. Stay connected to your faith and keep trusting that God is leading you exactly where you need to be. Let your success speak for itself. You don't need to prove anything. Your growth, your transformation, and your achievements are all the proof you need. Let your results silence the doubters. Haters will always exist, but they do not matter. What matters is that you keep rising, keep evolving, and keep walking in the favor that God has placed on your life. This is just the beginning. Everything you have accomplished so far is only a glimpse of what is to come. The level you are stepping into now is far greater than anything you have ever experienced. The reason you went through so many challenges was because God was preparing you for something extraordinary. Every test, every hardship, every moment of struggle was shaping you into the person you needed to become. And now, it is time to walk boldly into your divine destiny. You are no longer the person they once knew. You have been transformed, elevated, and positioned for greatness. The world is about to witness something even bigger than before, and nothing can stop what God is about to do in your life. Walk with confidence, move forward without fear. The impossible has already been done. Now, it's time to rise even higher. Chosen one, your time has come. The struggles, the doubts, the setbacks, they were all part of the journey. But now, you are walking in victory, and nothing can take that away from you. Your enemies can't keep up, and they never will. They spent too much time trying to bring you down, and now they are left watching as you rise beyond their reach. Let them talk. Let them watch. Their opinions hold no power over you. God has already spoken over your life. His favor is on you. His blessings are upon you. Your success is unstoppable because it was never in the hands of people. It was always in the hands of God. So keep moving forward. Keep trusting the process. Keep stepping boldly into your purpose. The impossible has already been done, and the best is yet to come. This is your moment. Own it, walk in it, and never look back.